I did so much today. I didn't really do a lot. The personal assistant did a lot, but she be working hard, y'all. I give her a hard time because she gives me a hard time. I give her a hard time because she gives me a hard time. Do y'all see my neck? Getting real skinny. Y'all see, I'm getting bit in my face. I don't know what it is. It's mosquito season and the mosquitoes are wild. I have my typhoid. Is it typhoid fever? It's something like that. I already have that vaccination. I have those shots. So, but still. Okay? Like, is it because we're surrounded by water? Why are the mosquitoes so active? Is it because it's the summertime? Uh, Either way, we have to talk. We have to talk. We have to talk. We have to talk. Baby, the girls are saying Kim Kardashian is out there doing witchcraft. That's what they are saying. Oh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Brother checkup. Brother checkup. Hey, brother checkup. Hey. I love that. The mystery gift was amazing. Shout out to you, Kenzie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, they said Kim Kardashian is down there at Formula One doing witchcraft. We got to talk about Rick Ross flying economy. Stephen A. Smith called low IQ. And of course, we got to talk about Latto being drag, child. TikTok is dragging Big Mama all up and through the social media streets. They is not fucking with her. I told y'all, I be keeping my ear to the streets. It's not that I'm early. Y'all just gotta catch up. It is what it is. It is what it is. But hey, Couture Bays, it's your girl Britt Brat going live with the Retalk and Bay Squad. We gotta talk. Now, before we get started, let's like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not facts. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes solely. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my 50 vegan water, and let's get into the mess, shall we? So how you can like this video, double tap the screen or hit those three dots right there. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe, share if you care. How you can engage with this video, how you can hype this video up, how you can send a gift, how you can send a donation like Candy did. It's by hitting those three dots right there. And that being said, opinions are not facts. I just say that one more time. Baby, the Carmelo Anthony trial is still trending. This has to be the fastest trial I've ever seen in my life, but I already gave my thoughts on it. They sentenced him to 35 years. Really unfortunate. Everything about the case does not make sense to me. I am blaming the defense the entire time. It felt like they were the ops. I already gave my thoughts on that, but he got 35 years. So to those who are just like, well, Bree, if you want to talk about the case, the video is up. It's already up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's up there. Go check it out. I will say with this Carmelo Anthony case, I think people were expecting something to happen. I think they were expecting like a race war, and we've been giving it to them. So shout out to the good people with the good common sense. Stay in your house. Go drink your water, go educate your children, and prepare for the elections because we're not giving them what they want. The end, period, point blank. Now let's move on. Let's get into Kimberly Kardashian, okay? Kim Kardashian is down there in Monaco at Formula One. Monaco is literally like 5 hours away from me. She's down there at Formula One to see her man, Lewis Hamilton. And so his opponent, Nico, wiped his face from the sweat and put his towel down. Do you know this hoe stole his towel? And the people of Monaco are saying she's doing witchcraft. She's doing witchcraft. Now, I was like, why would she be doing witchcraft on the towel? Baby, they said all you need is the sweat, the saliva, or, you know, secretion from the body to do the witchcraft. I said, what? Not Kimberly out here doing spells? But didn't Kanye already say she was a witch? Didn't Ray J say they were witches? I told y'all, Kris Jenner worked hard, but I said the devil works hard, but not harder than Kris Jenner. It is crazy. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing with the towel? So his pit crew was trying to get the towel back, and she put the towel on her face to make it seem like it was hers, baby. And it was caught in 4K too. Shout out to my personal assistant and everybody who has TikTok because that's how I seen it. The people who have the tickety talk. Y'all know the PA has been trying to get me on TikTok, but I don't know about that. Like, unless y'all can explain how the monetary system works, because we're not going over nowhere for free. We don't do nothing for free. Absolutely not. Paid for only. The social medias have enough free, but yeah, that's crazy. Speaking of crazy, did y'all know that Pizza Hut has gotten rid of their AI tools? They said there's no money to be made in AI. AI is out here stealing. They said AI is stealing. They said they have not seen an increase since using the AI tools in the models and got rid of it. Baby, that's a big deal. Why is that a big deal? Because currently, right now, Pizza Hut is being sued by its smaller entities because they're like, you made us fire all these people just for the AI modules not to work properly. They're not functioning properly. And if you haven't noticed, China came out and said, can y'all slow down with the AI because we can't control it. We can't control it. And this is why I will continue to say AI was vagina envy, womb envy. It was woman envy. That's why they had no problem with isolating us and trying to get rid of us, because the AI is not working. The AI is computing itself and they don't know how. They don't know how to stop it. It's given very Terminator, because isn't that the premise of Terminator? Wasn't that the premise of the Matrix? Weren't they coincide? Don't they align with each other about the use of robotics? Isn't this what Dune was talking about? The robotics, I mean, it's all starting to make sense why Pope Leo was so adamant about not being for AI. And now we're seeing it because the AI is paying itself. They don't know where the money is going. They can't find the money. Mark Zuckerberg lost billions behind the AI modules. Pizza Hut said we're getting rid of it. Baby, they are calling people to come back to the jobs because they're like, look, AI is not working. We can't control it. And I told y'all was listening to those con men talk to y'all about the AI. And did y'all see Elon upset at the S&P because they did not vote in his favor? Mm. It's looking like humanity is standing up. Shout out to the humans. Shout out to the humans. I knew we could do it. But anyways, let's get into the rest of the drama. Rick Ross is flying economy. And this isn't funny because to me, it didn't bother me. But when somebody was like, but he has a private jet, I went and looked and he do have a private jet with his name on it. Why are you not flying your plane? How come you're not flying your plane? That's all I want to know. What's going on with that? And so when I see things like this from Rick Ross, someone who was adamant about fighting with a Drake, and Drake threw out the lyrics about flying economy, I know who I see. Oh, baby, he was talking about you, because let me find out you was just flying for the gram. You don't own that plane? Rick Ross, what's going on? The biggest boss. Didn't Rick Ross say he was a billionaire? I love when they be in the airport with us, and it didn't look like he was at the bougie part either. Why are you not in the Centennial Lounge? How come you're not in the Amex Lounge? You're out in where the rest of us can see you. And then you were trying to hide. Why are you hiding? You don't want to be seen? You don't want to be seen with the rest of us? Because I fly economy. I'm upgrading my flight though when I leave Asia. We're flying, baby. I'm not doing no long flight, and we're flying economy with them badass kids that don't listen. Them Asian kids do not listen. They be giving their nannies a run for their money. I'm sitting in the front. Okay. Ross is too broke. Y'all think he's broke? No, no, no. Not all rappers are broke now. He's living above his means. Rick Ross is out here talking about he got all these cars and this mansion and doing all this, and he lives on the water and stuff. He's not broke. He's overspending. He's overspending. But look what you said. I saw Dipset on the plane in '05, sitting across from me. That's 2005, baby. That's 20 years ago. We're talking about 2026 when this man just came off a pod saying he was rich. He was a billionaire. I don't see the billionaires on the plane. I've never seen Bill Gates. I've never seen Jeff Bezos. I've never seen his wife. I've never seen Oprah. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Tyler Perry. I never see them in economy sitting in the regular, like in the mist, out in the open. Never. And I've saw tech billionaires. They never be out in the midst of the public. They're always in the lounges, and they board ahead of time. So that way they don't have to deal with the riffraff. The fact that he could sit comfortably amongst the everyday 9 to 5ers goes to show his stock right now. Crazy. Because it could not be anybody else. It could not be anybody else. He's a pathological liar. Ooh. Y'all coming up with anything, Bobby. It has nothing to do with people not buying the music. He owns a plane. He owns a that's what he told us. He said on a podcast in 2026, he's a billionaire. That's what he said. Billionaire Rick Ross, Ricky Rose. He said he has all these chains of restaurants and all these things. He talked to, we didn't tell him to give us this information. And now we see him in the midst of the airport, in the middle of the airport, sitting in the regular seats, trying to cover himself up. And then was mad someone took a picture of him. Went like this. Like, it's giving Bow Wow challenge. It's giving Bow Wow challenge. Y'all can't get mad at me because I'm not the one who told y'all he was broke. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm not the one who took the picture of him. He should have waited in the lounge and got on the plane like they normally do. That doesn't cost any extra money. That comes with the benefits of your credit cards. He don't have credit cards? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what we're alluding to? Hey, Great T. Hey, Boo. Is that what we're alluding to? He doesn't have credit cards? He doesn't have a line of credit? Because even his baby mama, Tia Kemp, gets treated a certain way. And we're talking about Rick Ross, the biggest boss. I got a fresh lineup, a fresh outfit. Uh, 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 uh blowing money fast. I think I'm Big Meech. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. Hallelujah. Okay? We're talking about the biggest boss. Okay? Here I am. Here I am. I just find it funny. I just find it funny. Interesting. But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. It says Andre 3000 said, "It don't move your feet, then I don't eat, so we just neck and neck." Yeah, but he's still flying economy. Him selling records, he has been a mogul. He's a record label owner. Don't he own MMG, Maybach Music? I don't know. Let's move on. We talked about Kimberly Kardashian. Let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. He is a low IQ human being. You know why? Because the president said it. Donald Trump called him low IQ. We're going to call him low IQ. When Stephen A was out here doing a tour, a POTUS tour, a MAGA tour, everything the president said, he stood behind it. Now you're upset because the president said you're low IQ. and you're a loser, you don't get mad now. No, 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 no. Don't backpedal and pussy pop. Now you're taking offense to what's being said about you. And I feel like you should have that same energy you told Jasmine Crockett to have. You should have that same energy you told the rest of the Black women to have who was out here calling out the BS. You should have that same energy. Where's your patriotic spirit? The president said you're low IQ. You should say, yes, sir, I am, because you was over there glazing him the entire time. But now the Knicks are playing and you feel some type of way. And oh, by the way, the true Knicks fan said you're not even a real Knicks because you said Jalen couldn't do anything for the Knicks. It was a waste of money. You said that. They got you on record saying that. They got you in 4K saying that. Steven, and just like the step infection grifter you are, you're caught. Busted in 4K. I love this for you. I love that MAGA is dragging you. I love you're catching that heat. I love that you feel some type of way. I want you to keep feeling some type of way. Feel it deep in your spirit. I love that for you. Please get the likes up. Because when you was out here doing the bidding, you could not be bothered. You didn't want to hear a difference of opinion. Now he turned on you. He flipped on you. And he called you everything but a child of God in front of the media. And then your bosses told you to get up there and do the work. Now you feel some type of way. No. Enjoy. Enjoy. Because when you was on your own channel talking that talk, doing that guala guala, that geechi geechi, yeah. Yeah. I love this for Steven. I love this for Steven. I do. And I feel like you didn't have to mention it. You didn't have to mention it. And the fact that you did mention it means you don't believe anything you be saying on that pod. So you acting like you're offended. Don't be offended now. Don't be offended now. Stand on it. Stand in your low IQ-ness. Yeah, I love that for you. I've been saying you were dumb. I've been saying it from the beginning. It's crazy because I knew Jalen was going to ball on the Knicks because he was balling in Dallas. Thank you. I don't know why they was acting like he wasn't balling. He was definitely balling. Dropping 40 points a game with Luka when he was hurt in the playoffs. I didn't know he would lead the Knicks to the chip. I mean, he's over there with Carl uh Jordan Wood's fiance. They both want it. They hungry. They hungry over there in the Knicks. They hungry bad. They balling. They over there getting beat up on the court. I'm talking about getting slapped in the face, pushed. I told y'all, I said they let the president come to the garden, they were going to lose. I told y'all that though. I came up here very vocal about it. And y'all didn't want to hear it. Y'all did not want to hear it. Y'all did not want to hear it. One second, one second. Let's talk about, because we're going to save, no, let's do Lotto because I want to save Melody last because the millimeters are a little, we got to save the best for last. Yeah, the Knicks doing the thing. Can't even hang. And I'm not even a Knicks fan. I thought they had more championships than I was told, but I told y'all my coworker, he loves the Knicks. He talks about the Knicks every day. The Knicks lost. He had a bad day at work. He was not in the best mood. He said he blames Donald Trump. I've seen the commentary, baby. New Yorkers are funny. I love me a good New Yorker, a real New Yorker, not y'all people who be immigrating over to New York. No, I love me a good New Yorker. Please get the likes up. Let's get into Lotto. Lotto is being dragged by her curly hair all up and through social media spaces. I told y'all Big Mama was a flop. Did I say that? I said, yes, it got number 16 on the Billboard charts, but she's not performing like somebody who is supposed to be successful. Knicks fans are the best thing right now. Not the Knicks fans are the best, baby. They beat some man up. Did y'all see that? Outside. Got beat up. I grew up in the Bay rooting for the Lakers and Warriors. I'm spoiled. So you have Lotto right now being dragged because there's a part in the Breakfast Club interview where she said, She pretty much said hoes be hating, and if hoes ain't happy, then that's why. And they wish for a love like this. Baby, the girls ate her up. And I told y'all she was a pick me. I told y'all she was a patriarchal princess. And the girls dragged her by the common sense she does not have. I told y'all that man was married. If he was not married, the way the girls are dragging her, and she's only trending for being dragged. She's not trending because of her new song with 21 Savage. She's trending because on TikTok, she went viral. They're calling her everything but a child of God. They're calling her a pick me. They said she had to keep a nigga baby. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. And now the girls are saying you're slow. And this is what happens when you don't know your brand. When you don't know your brand, you don't understand your brand. And then it doesn't help that Akbar V told the truth about you. That's what really, I told y'all, I think we were under spells or something because everybody is just enlightened all of a sudden. Not everybody, but most. And we're seeing things for what it is. You cannot BS. Not in this year. This is the year of sight. People are seeing through the BS. They, child, she's better off just saying, I don't know what we are. I think people would respect that more. She's pretty. You out here fresh from having a baby. Baby fresh out the puss, out here sitting on pods, defending a relationship that was a secret. Even though we seen the tattoo, we saw y'all tattoo, we seen the pictures, y'all all at the islands and stuff together. We seen that. You out here pasting a little montage book, right? A baby book with your baby pictures and his baby pictures. And you thought that was cute. He wouldn't even allow you to show his face in the video. And you're talking about, oh, privacy, privacy. You hoes love to claim privacy when the man doesn't want to be shown. You hoes love claiming privacy when the man does not want to be seen. What happened to my man, my man, my man? Do you feel like this is a great representation for your daughter? Would you allow your daughter to go through something like this? And this is why I say it's one thing where you're single, no kids, now you have children. What are you showing to your daughter? Because babies are very intuitive, they're very observant, they are sponges. So the energy you're putting out is not matching. And I told y'all that. I said you can tell when these hoes do not have a good man. You just had a baby, almost died because they said having a baby is like being next to death. I believe it because women are dying giving birth in America, by the way. You go have this baby, break your vagina for this man. You're going through postpartum. Your baby is not even 6 months old and you already claiming the postpartum. And now the girls are saying they got you trending for being a bird. They have you trending for being a bird. You can't I'm a new mom your way out of this because you made your brand about this man. When in reality, your brand was an aesthetic. And I said from the beginning, if you don't get out of that, you're going to have to keep coming with an aesthetic. And right now, you being a single mother is not an aesthetic that the girls want to align with. Knowing how they spoke about women being baby mamas and don't be a baby mama and have some common sense, even if this is your, the only man you had sex with. Girl, you saved yourself to be a baby mama to an ugly rapper. He's not even fine. He's an ugly rapper who has tattoos on his face. He's funny looking. He has a gambling problem. He sleeps with whores. He was out here proud, sleeping with whores. Um, One of the most viral ones is Amber Rose talking about he's a slut too. Girl, what? but he can't come out here and stand beside you, hold the baby with you. It's weird. It's weird. She literally could have been a wife. She didn't have to be a baby mama because let's be very real. She's dumb enough to be a trophy wife. She doesn't have common sense. Listening to her talk, she was like, "Hoes wish for this type of love." I said, "Oh my god, lies." Hoes wish for this type of love. I don't wish that type of love on my worst enemy. What? Like, for you to have this baby, did he buy that house? Did he buy the house? I, because you came to the internet and said you bought your apartment. The girls be missing the plot. I'm glad she's not being celebrated for being pregnant by a married man. Now, see, Patterson, who was going to do that? Lotto is a sister wife. Tell me how you really feel. Lotto could have had half of the NBA or NFL, but chose to be a side chick to a wash rapper. Child, hey Sherry. I do believe this is a humiliation ritual because she really had girls out here saying, Big Mama, no kids, waiting on the right one. This is the right one? 21 Savage? I could have named some better men she could have been with, from all walks of life. They didn't even have to be an athlete. They just could have been a wealthy man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now you looked at like 21 Savage baby mama. Mm. Mm. Baggage, he is the baggage, child. But let's get into Melody Cherie from Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's no longer on there. I'm not going to talk too long about Melody because the millimeters are unsound, mental patients. And I can say that because I have been a follower of Empress Radio since she started her channel. Um, I have been a listener to the Love and Marriage Huntsville content. I watched it. I never forget. I said Melody was to blame too, and people were literally flagging my live about that. Very weird, very strange. And I said, once you get out of your 20s, you will start to see things perfectly. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, you see things from your lens point because you don't really have, like, you may have the wisdom, but you don't have the experience. As somebody who used to be married, as somebody who understands the dynamics of relationships, as somebody who understands marriage is not just this one book rule trick for everybody, right? Hell, just being a woman is not the same. One size fit all. I could see that Melody was the problem too. And I started to notice it when Ariane was out here minding her business and Melody was sending, I don't want to say sending, but she was getting caught up in these like weird groups. Like she has these like community groups where they were flagging channels, they were like attacking people and making it seem like she's just this perpetual victim. And granted, Martha Holt is a lot of things, but when she decided to leave the show, I said, what is her issue? Like, why is she still attaching herself to Martell, Love and Marriage? Like, everything. Even when we saw she was fighting him and then she came out with an excuse, like, because he stole the money and all this. And we're like, okay. And then she went on to be upset because remember, Martell and Ariane, remember y'all call her Coleslaw, did a they did a pod together, and we found out that the Marceau brothers are The Scott brothers, I said the Marceau brothers. The Scott brothers are cheaters too. Ooh, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Run the check up. Run the check up. And run the check up. Hey, say Hudson. Thank you for the gold coin. We love gold over here. Y'all know it. Hello, hello, hello. Please get the likes up. So when we talk about everything, it was just like she kept being caught up with what Ariane was doing and all these things. And then she left the show. And I feel like she left the show because of the whole situation about Stormy. Stormy has a business. Stormy was over there selling out on the TikTok shop. And I'm going to tell y'all, I think she was competing with Stormy. Stormy has a legit business. Her brand is legit. She makes money off those body butters. They smell good. It hydrates the skin. Skin very supple. My mama has some of that stuff. I seen it in real time. I was like, yes, okay. The body glazes, all of that. I seen it. I saw it. I know multiple people who use it. I felt like she was competing with Stormy because Stormy, in her mind, was her competition. From her marriage to her having her baby, her bouncing back, because y'all know Stormy's body is tea, to her being her most authentic self, being wild and being received a certain way. I feel like Melody's issue was she was tired of Martell cheating on her, and yes. Well, no, 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 not Stormy, not the fraudster, the one from Alabama, the one from Alabama. I think Melody's issue is she cannot believe the show is still going on without her. I think she thought she was the show because she brought in a lot of viewership because she was a broken woman, finding out her husband was cheating. But I told y'all when she got pregnant again with Sugar Mama, I knew then she was a bird. Okay. You was competing with that woman because if you go back and listen to Tasha K's interview with Ariane Curry, then you know that Ariane Curry was putting it out there. Then we see like they had conversations and people didn't want to hear it because, side chicks are not revered or whatever. But now we have this issue where she's putting her hands on Martell and he called the police on her. I'm sorry. If he's harming you, doing things to you, you call the police on him. And I think after he got into all that trouble and it came out that I forget how it came out, but he didn't go to prison. I think she was upset. I think she was mad because Love and Marriage Huntsville is still going without her. I think she thought she was the show. She's not on any other show. She's doing these seminars and whatnot. I do think she's bitter because Martell is still keeping a job. He's getting money. In the midst of all of it, women still find him attractive. They do. They do. And then she started to isolate herself against content creators. I thought that was weird because giving you the real tea was to me, I think he's a very straight shooter, and I think she couldn't take it and she blocked him. Then she blocked Scotty by Nature, and then a couple other content creators, and then that drama with Anthony Lofties. And I told y'all it came out that Anthony Lofties was actually telling the truth and people were mad. So when I see Melody Cherie out here doing behind the paywall interviews, I'm not about to listen to that. I'm not about to listen to that because I'm not interested. You said you were a broken woman who goes into her prayer closet and gets the strength from her Lord to do amazing and exceptional things. What is going on? What is happening? I didn't understand that live where you could see her edges and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but she looked a mess. She cannot believe that Love and Marriage Huntsville is still going. She could not destroy Carlos King, and I don't know why she thought she could destroy him. It was never going to happen. She could not destroy the series. The series is doing well without you. They just got renewed for another season, and I think you're upset because nobody is checking for you. I don't know what she's doing. Is she still selling Seventh Avenue, Are they still selling that? She made all this mockery, and it was the lies. It was the lies. You need to stop having these back chats because she's acting like she's in the beef sector, and baby, the beef sector is dead. It's so hard when people who are reality TV stars come to YouTube to be content creators. It's more than just clicking and turning on the camera. You got to do the work. That's why Ariana is not really over here like that. She used to be, but now you see she's over there happy from what we can tell. What do you have going on? If you were the brains, truly the brains behind that business and all that, like what is going on? And you need to go heal that heart. You can always tell when the girls don't heal. I think she's mad because Martell is successful without her. That's just me on the outside looking in. I think they both toxic, but she needs to go turn herself in. They said you need to turn yourself in because you don't know how to keep your hands to yourself. You did that to yourself. And I feel for those children. The babies are going to need therapy. I've been saying that from the beginning because they see their mama go through the mess. And it's like, Melody, what do you have going on? Because drama can't be the thing that draws us in. Drama cannot be the thing that draws us in. You were an educator, go educate the masses. There's a literacy crisis out here. Go educate the masses. There's so many things you could be doing. Like, I don't know why she cares so much. I really don't. Melody always thought she was bigger than the program. But no, took the words out my mouth. Thought she was bigger than the program when really in reality the program never belonged to you. You can only be bigger than the program when the program is yours. You know who's allowed to think they bigger than the program? The people who own it. She didn't own it. She brought an idea. And I think she was itching for a way to get out of that marriage from the start. I said that from the beginning because now people are seeing why people didn't like her in the beginning. Because look at what she's doing now. She had the people on her side and she didn't know what to do with it. This is why I say you have to love on your daughters and tell them the truth. You have to love on your daughters and tell them the truth. You know, she fell in love with a man who had a low IQ and had some babies with him because he was fine and could do freaky deaky things. And she got jealous because he was over there doing freakier things with Ariane Curry. That's what he was mad. That's what she was mad at. She was mad that he was over there with that dark-skinned black woman who had no self-respect, sleeping with her husband. And when Ariane said, I'm not the only mistress, she was just mad at me. I believe her. I believe her. Someone did a doc on how deranged her fans are. I'm telling you, the millimeters are weird. the the whole Love and Marriage Huntsville crew is insane. Insane. I saw Empress Radio fighting with somebody because they simply had a difference of opinion. Very weird. I don't even get into that because I was like, what are y'all like? I'm talking about fighting. I think some people lost their channel, had to get their channel back. It was all types of things. And the lawsuits, like behind reality TV, it ain't never been that deep. It has never been that deep. And that's why I said, you know, she doesn't take accountability well. She's very much a hothead. She's very much she's one of those women who just went to school, got good grades, and married the first man that told her she was beautiful. That's what it gave me, and she can't believe her life is like this because she broke up her life, honestly, because nobody knew Martell was cheating like this, and so they brought it to the show. They could have kept it on the businesses, but when she talked about the cheating and how she was leaving and all this other BS, it took over naturally. They sent Dr. Heavenly running, calling her office and everything. And because she interviewed Martell. That is wild. That is wild. And that's how you know. That's just how you know. But y'all, what are y'all thoughts on this? I just had to come bring y'all this. I had to come bring y'all this. Baby, pray for the girls healing because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. But on that note, what are your thoughts, babes? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go.